Now let's just move on further towards the construction number 3rd, and which says that we have to construct a triangle given its perimeter and its two base angles. So let us suppose if I'm talking about any particular triangle ABC, let us suppose if I'm taking any triangle ABC, then as per this particular question, it says we have the perimeter which is given. So let us suppose the given conditions, let us suppose if I'm writing it over here, that the given conditions are given the perimeter as AB plus BC plus CA. So this is already given to us, and further it says the two base angles is given. So let us suppose if I'm taking the base angles as angle B and angle C. So given AB plus BC plus CA as well as the angle B and the angle C and angle C. So let us suppose these three things are given to us: the whole perimeter of the triangle, that is the sum of all the sides, and the two base angles, let us suppose angle B and angle C. So using this particular condition, now I am going to construct a triangle whose perimeter and whose two base angles are given. So let us suppose if I'm constructing first of all any particular line XY, let us suppose if I'm taking this line segment XY, I'm taking this XY in such a way that this is actually nothing but is equal to AB plus BC plus CA. So actually I'm taking AB plus BC plus CA as nothing but is equal to XY measure. So I'm constructing this line segment whose measure is equal to the sum of all the sides, means it is equal to the perimeter of the triangle. So further again, I am constructing an angle at the point X and at the point Y in such a way that these two angles are actually is equal to the base angle, that is angle B and angle C. So first of all, if I am constructing the angle over here, that is LXY, this angle would be equal to the angle B. I am constructing this angle as nothing but an angle which is nothing but is equal to the angle B, and similarly I am constructing an angle on Y such that an angle at this particular point Y is that is MYX is nothing but is equal to the angle C. So this angle is equal to the angle B, and this angle is actually nothing but equal to the angle C. Now let's just further talk about, we just wanted to construct a triangle ABC. So for that, first of all, I'm taking the angle bisector of both of these angles. So we have to construct the angle bisector of both of these angles. So let us suppose if I'm starting with this particular angle, I'm constructing the angle bisector. As you know that how we can construct the angle bisector, taking this point as a center, we have to mark an arc. Taking this point as a center, we have to mark an arc. Wherever they are intersecting, we have to draw a particular line as well. And similarly for this, I'm drawing the angle bisector, and let us suppose both of these lines, when I'm taking from X and Y, they are intersecting at any particular point, and that point is nothing but the A point, means the vertex of the triangle ABC. So wherever the angle bisectors of the two angles will intersect each other, that point is nothing but the point A. Now let's just move on further. So we have the two line segments as AX and AY. Now let's just construct the perpendicular bisectors. The perpendicular bisectors of AX and AY. So let us suppose if I'm starting with AX, I'm constructing the perpendicular bisector. I'm taking A as a center, marking an arc, taking X as a center, marking an arc on up as well as on below, and calling them the points as P and Q. Let's just join these 2 points all together, and in the same way I am constructing the perpendicular bisector of AY. So let us suppose this is my first perpendicular bisector. Now moving on to the AY, I am constructing the two arcs up as well as the two arcs below, such that wherever they are intersecting the whole XY, I'm calling these 2 points, wherever this perpendicular bisector cuts the XY segment, I'm calling these 2 points as nothing but B point and C point. And after naming B and C, I'm joining these B and C with the A point, in such a manner, and this ABC is nothing but the required triangle. This ABC, let us suppose if I'm marking over here, this ABC is nothing but the required triangle. This is our required triangle. So this ABC is the required triangle in which in which we have given the perimeter, because with the help of the perimeter and the base angle and the two base angles, we have constructed this particular triangle that is nothing but ABC. Now let's just justify its construction. So first of all, we have given that the perimeter, its perimeter, we have given its perimeter. Now let us suppose if I have to justify that how xy is coming out to be is equal to AB plus of BC plus of CA. So first of all, as we can see, let us suppose if I am writing out the justification for everything or for the construction of this particular triangle. So let us suppose if I'm talking about the point B and point C. So since B and C are lying on the perpendicular bisectors, they are lying on the perpendicular bisectors. So if they are lying on the perpendicular bisectors, then we know that if we are talking about this particular point B, this is lying on a perpendicular bisector, that is PQ of AX. It means that this distance BX and this distance AB should be equal to each other. So it implies that BX should be equal to AB, and in the similar manner CY should be equal to AC. CY should be equal to AC because C is also lying on the perpendicular bisector. If it is lying on the perpendicular bisector of AY, then definitely this side and this side would be equal to each other. So hence at the end, what we can say that the XY is equal to XB plus BC plus CY. As you can see over here, this whole line segment XY is nothing but into three portions, means XB plus BC plus of CY. So it means that we can further write it as XY is nothing but is equal to XB. In place of XB, we can write AB plus BC will remain as it is, plus CY. In place of CY, we can write AC. So hence at the end, XY is nothing but is equal to AB plus BC plus of AC. This is nothing but the justification for the perimeter, or for this thing that we have taken the XY as the perimeter of the triangle, which is AB plus BC plus of AC. Now let's just move on further toward this particular angle. As we know that this angle B and this angle, that is whole angle, which is LXY, they both are equal to each other, means we have taken them equal to each other. Now let's just justify how they are equal to each other. So first of all, we know that this angle and this angle, both of these angles are equal to each other. Both of these angles are is equal to each other. As if these two angles are equal to each other, it means that the sides are also equal to each other. How? Let us suppose if I'm talking about all this scenario, we know that AB is equal to XB. We know that these two sides are equal to each other. So if these two sides are equal to each other, it means that their corresponding angles are also equal, because if in a triangle we are talking about, if it is an isosceles triangle, if two of its sides are equal, then the corresponding angle should also be equal. So if we'll say if AB is equal to XB, then we can say that the angle AXB is equal to the angle BAX. And similarly, and further, if these two angles are equal to each other, then we can say that the angle ABC is actually nothing but is equal to the sum of the angle BAX plus the angle. Further, we can say the angle is nothing but BXA. This is nothing but BXA, or we can further say this would be nothing but BAX plus of BXA. We can write it in this particular formation. But as we know that both of these angles are equal to each other, so we can write the angle ABC as nothing but is equal to twice of the angle BAX. We can write it in this formation because we know that BXA angle or ABX angle is same as that of BAX. So we can write this angle as nothing but BX again. So this would be twice of BAX. So if we are talking about twice of BAX, it means we are talking about the whole angle Twice of BAX means the whole angle, which is nothing but LXY. So this is nothing but is equal to the angle LXY. So at the end we have proved that the angle ABC is actually equal to the angle LXY. And in the similar manner, we can say the angle ACB is nothing but is equal to the angle MYX in the similar manner. So similarly, we can also say that the angle ACB is actually nothing but is equal to the angle MYX. And this is all about the construction, which is related with the construction number 3rd, when we have to construct a triangle whose perimeter and the two base angles are given to us. So I hope all the steps related to this particular construction is all clear to you.